is going on, brothers and sisters of Skyrim? My name is the Marshal from Mars, and welcome to the first episode of Skyrim Mods Review. With the special edition now up and running, PC players are almost in a sort of limbo-like area where the original Skyrim is kind of out of the spotlight, but the remaster has very few new mods. Most are just ports of classic PC mods. So for this series, I will be showcasing newly released mods for both versions and all platforms. Whether they're new mods or remakes, I'll be covering all the new releases. And we've got some pretty awesome mods already, so let's not waste any more time and jump straight in. First up, we have a very cool mod making a return from Oblivion, a deadly weapon used to kill the most dangerous criminals and public figures. What is this terrifying weapon of mass destruction, you may ask? It's an apple. Yep, that's it. Okay, next mod. So, but this is no ordinary apple. It's poisonous. So poisonous that you don't actually even need to eat it to be killed. You just have to touch it. Not even bare skin as well. So if you tread on it with like a thick layer boot, you'll still get killed. Pretty OP, right? Well, I actually had a pretty hard time getting the people of Whiterun to actually step on it. So I got more and made a sort of minefield of poisonous apples, and it worked a treat. Unfortunately, the local kids seem to be immune, but that's just because I don't have a killable children mod. You can be really creative and sneaky with this mod. Put it in common patrol routes like stairs leading up to the center of town, and yeah, pretty much commit mass murder and get away with it. Awesome stuff. But I definitely need a killable children mod. Skyrim has received many flora overhauls, changing the trees and grass, or just generally retexturing them, but this next one definitely caught my eye with its unique style. This is Fantasy Forest Overhaul. As you can tell straight away, this adds a whole new color range to the trees. Instead of the boring green leaves, you can now get purple. It adds 7 new colors to the aspen trees, 6 new to the pine, as well as increasing the density, giving you a far more forest-like sort of area instead of a couple trees in a row that you had in the vanilla game. There's actually 2 versions of this mod, original and full. I'm using the original along with the Skyrim Flora Overhaul as they are compatible. In the Rift, you're going to see a lot more fruity colors than the vanilla autumn style. Falkreath is literally covered in trees to the point where you can't even see the road. It's crazy. And the Reach is still dull and pale looking with more dead trees added. Very atmospheric though. All in all, a very cool mod that will give your game a fresh look with only a few minor problems here and there, like the occasional floating tree. Is it low friendly? No, not really. Is it really cool? Yes, it is. Next up, we have a animation mod. This is spellcasting animation. Like a lot of animation mods, this one has a very specific purpose. It only works for range destruction magic, so spells like Firebolt or Thunderbolt. If you actually compare it to vanilla, there's a lot more body movement. It looks more natural and realistic. The vanilla looks very stiff and like you're just juddering back and forth, moving your hand forwards like you're bopping them in the face with the spell. The new animation is more laid back, I guess you could say. Whether or not this animation is actually better than vanilla is really down to your own taste and opinion. Personally, I prefer this one. It's a very subtle change, and I think it's one of those mods where you don't even notice it after it's gone or you've disabled it. Sick mod, and I would recommend to anyone who wants to freshen up their animations. Now, you may be wondering what armor Alet has been wearing this whole episode. This is the Scarlet Dawn armor for CBBE, UMP, 7B, and other bodies that are just a load of letters put together. Now, this is actually an old mod. It came out about 2 years ago, but recently it received an HDT conversion with breast and butt physics that you all seem to love. Unfortunately, the armor came out very wrong on my end. As you can see, Alet looks almost like a flying squirrel. But I thought I would showcase it anyways, as it's a great armor mod. Fantastic design, incredibly detailed, and honestly, I love it. The trouser bottoms look very shiny, and the top does have quite a bit of cleavage, but after years of modding, I almost expect outfit mods to have that now. Let's get a final verdict from Skyrim's lead fashion critic.
It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment. Until next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next mod is only available on the special edition, meaning we're gonna have to travel through time and space to showcase it. Things are gonna look very different, so buckle up. This is gonna get weird.
No! God, please, no! No!
This is Relentless Force, a spell mod available on all platforms. So yes, PS4 finally gets some love. You can find the spell in Jorvaska, the companion's headquarters. It's basically the unrelenting force shout in your hands. Is it OP? Yeah, kind of. If you have a character with a lot of magicka, then yeah, it's pretty OP. All you have to do is get your enemies in a corner, use the spell, butcher them with a sword, use the spell again when they're about to get up, and just repeat until they're dead. It's a ton of fun to use though. Watching enemies flying across the sky and falling to their deaths is pretty satisfying, and definitely a mod to try out for just a bit of fun. Alright, let's get back to ultra modded Skyrim. So seeming as it is the Halloween season, I thought I'd showcase a pretty scary mod. You may have wondered what the intro sketch was all about. Don't worry, we were coming back to that. All your nightmares are about to come true. This is Haunted Mannequins, a mod that turns all the mannequins in Skyrim to life. Based off of the Doctor Who episode with the angel statues that came to life whenever you didn't look at them, I assumed the mannequins in-game would be very similar and just come to life just like in Doctor Who. So I went to my house, Lakeview Manor. All was fine until I turned around and noticed I was being followed by 5 mannequins. The vanilla one upstairs was still in place, so this mod basically adds some mannequins that spawn in behind you when you start the game, which does make it a bit less scary if you actually think about it, but it is still really creepy. You can run around and they'll just follow you literally everywhere until you get into combat, and then they'll just run off like complete cowards. You can't hurt or kill them, so I tried dancing for them to make them go away. That didn't work either. In conclusion, it's a fun little mod that I think would probably really scare the crap out of someone if you installed it on their game without knowing. Remember kids, don't blink. And that's pretty much it for this episode. All the mods featured will be linked in the description. Feel free to check them out. If you do download a mod and enjoy it, don't forget to endorse or rate it. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and leave a comment. Subscribe for more Skyrim mods, and I will see you next week for another episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers.